Okay, I haven't seen the physiological function of the heart. Quickly, let's look at the last part for this section, which is the conduction system of the heart, or you call it the electrical conductivity of the heart. Remember, at the beginning, I showed to you this pericardium, the middle layer myocardium, and the inner layer of the heart as endocardium. In the myocardium, that is the wall of the heart. This part that you see that I'm showing to you, the wall of the heart wall is the myocardium. That is where we have the cardiac muscle, and that is where we have the cell which we call the myocytes. The myocytes. Yes. We have the myocytes, and what these cardiac muscles do to the heart is it causes the contraction of the heart. The contraction of the heart. So when the heart beats, it's as a result of the contraction of this wall. When the walls contract, then we say the heart pumps. So the ventricles, which is the right ventricles and the left ventricles, that we say they are the pumping chambers of the heart. They are able to pump because of this myocytes, which is the cardiac muscles found in the myocardium. Then how is this coordinated? There are four parts or four units that coordinate this system. What are those four units? One, we have what we call the XA node. Then we have what we call the AV node. Then we have what we call the bundle of Higgs. Then the fourth one is what we call the Purkinje fiber. The Purkinje fiber. Okay. First, these are the four units that are responsible for the electrical conductivity of the heart, which is the pumping ability, the inherent pumping ability of the ventricular walls, which is the walls of the heart. Then, how does this happen? Let's take a look. Already from the right part of the heart, which is the right atrium here, we have already established that we have an entry for the deoxygenated blood. We have in the wall, you can see in the wall, this is the wall, we have a cell here, a myocyte here, which we call the SA node. It's found at the entry of this superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. This is where it is found in the heart. So this is where we have our SA node. What is SA? SA is known as sinoatrial node. Okay, we have the sinoatrial node here. Then where do we have the AV node? The AV node is found here at this valvular region. Here we have the AV node. AV. The AV node is here. What is AV? AV is known as atrioventricular. Atrioventricular node. Okay. Then we have the bundle of Higgs here. In this septum, we have the bundle of Higgs. Then the Purkinje fibers are found in these ventricular walls. Okay, what's really happened? The SA node is called the peacemaker of the heart because it coordinates these units that I've just shown you in the heart. It coordinates them. It coordinates the inherent ability of these four chambers of the heart to cooperate effectively in the free flow of blood in and out of the heart. Okay, the SA node carries out an electrical impulses. Electrical impulses in the sense that the SA node will send electrical impulses in this form from the right atrium to the left atrium. Just the way you are saying, electrical impulses will move from here, which is the right atrium at this entry of the superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. It will spread from the right atrium to the left atrium. And these electrical impulses, when it's spread this way, it causes the myocardium wall, the atrial myocardium, to contract, to contract. But when this happen, by logical reason, these electrical impulses supposed to spread down to the ventricle, but it's not spread it down for a reason. What is that reason? Please take note of this reason. Why is the electrical impulses generated by the SA node not spread it down to the ventricle? The reason is because at this point we call it the valvular region of the heart. The valvular region of the heart. Why do we call it the valvular region of the heart? Is because this is where we have all the valves lined up in the heart. The tricuspid valve, the pulmonary valve, the aortic valve, and the bicuspid valve. They are all lined up here. And this valvular region of the heart contains fibrous tissue. Fibrous tissue contains fibrous tissues, and fibrous tissues do not conduct electricity. Remember, we said electrical impulses is being spread from the SA node. So since fibrous tissues do not conduct electricity, there is no way the electrical current generated by electrical impulses generated by the SA node will move and spread to the right and the left atrium. So what then now happens when there's SA node generates these electrical impulses, it spread from the right atrium to the left atrium, and the electrical impulses is being collected and received by the AV node here. The AV node is found at this valvular level. So it collects the electrical impulses and spreads the electrical impulses now through the septum of the heart. This is the septum. So instead of generating and going straight to the right ventricle and the left ventricle, because of this valvular region, I repeat again, and by the presence of the fibrous tissue, this is not spread down to the ventricular part of the heart. The AV node will collect that impulses and spread the electrical impulses through the septum of the heart like this. And when they spread it, it spreads to the next unit, which is called the bundle of His. Then the bundle of His has its own small branches, which branches into the left ventricular wall and into the right ventricular wall. So the electrical impulses coming from the SA node collected by the AV node pass through the bundles of His and pass to these branches known as the Purkinje fibers, and these walls, the myocytes found in the myocardium walls of the ventricular region, get contracted, and that is how the blood in the ventricles are pumped through these valves. Because when the electrical impulses passes through this into the ventricular wall, there is a contraction of the ventricles. Then the right ventricle pumps blood to pass through deoxygenated blood to pass through the pulmonary artery for pulmonary circulation, and the left ventricle at the same time pumps blood to pass through the aortic valve to enter into the aorta for systemic circulation. Electrical conductivity of the heart is as simple as it is here for your view. Remember, 4 units are involved: the XA node, the AV node, the bundle of His, and the Purkinje fibers. These are the 4 key units that causes contraction of the heart. Thank you so much.